What's going on, guys? So behind me is my two 1997 pickups. On my left, the very first year of the 10th generation of F-150, and on my right, the very last year of the Nissan hardbody. So clearly, 97 was a good year for trucks, but there was also a ton of other things, good and bad, that happened in 97. So let's do a little blast in the past, take a jump back, see some of those most iconic things that happened and was developed, and then we'll come back here and check out the two trucks and see what Ford and Nissan had to offer. Honestly, I don't think there's a more iconic sound to me. I can remember so vividly absolutely loving Pokemon as a kid. I was obsessed with Pokemon, dude. The games, the cards, the shows, everything. Next up is going to be something that I wish never happened, that being the Teletubbies. I don't know about y'all. These things traumatize me to this day. Looking at the pictures right now, they just royally freak me out. I can't get behind them. They terrify me. Next is something that Lauren actually still enjoys, but I absolutely never got behind, being Harry Potter. The very first book came out in 97, and to this day, I've never read a book, I've never seen a movie, nothing, but Lauren absolutely loves it. And then we got something that I'm sure no matter your age, you've heard or seen a clip from this show.
How would you like to suck my balls?
Good old South Park has to have been one of the most controversial shows to ever come out, right? Like, this thing was absolutely insane. Almost as insane as what Mike Tyson did to Evander Holyfield's ear in their boxing match, where he actually bit it twice and spit a piece of his ear on the floor. It's actually laughable this happened in the same year, but at the same time that Larry and the hardbody was hitting the street, the F-22 was hitting the sky. Very first flight of the F-22 Raptor, which is just mind-blowing. That was in 1997. You gotta wonder what they got behind closed doors these days. If it wasn't for the next one, we wouldn't even be here having this conversation, because Google literally got created, the very, very base stage of it anyways. The URL Google was made in 97. The following year, 1998, September 4th, Google was actually created. Staying in the tech field, a lot of my editing and filming would be much different if it wasn't for what happened in 97 with the return of Steve Jobs to Apple. So he returned as the CEO, and the rest is history. And there was two deaths that absolutely shocked the world, the first being Princess Diana and the second being Mother Teresa. We'll end off with a little scandal that's still talked about to this day, that being Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. So I'll end off with my best impression.
I did not
have sexual relations with that woman. Something along those lines. Anyways, those are some of the highlights from 97. So let's jump back to the truck. Check them out. Ever since I got the hard body, I knew I had to get these two trucks together to do a little comparison, because they both are pretty iconic in their own way. So like I said, the very first year of the 10th generation F-150, loved or hated, not really any in between. And then the very last year of the Nissan hardbody, which is very sad for a lot of people, because these trucks were absolutely loved and still are to this day. And I understand why. I understand why both of these trucks are loved. Don't really understand the whole hate on the 10th gen, but maybe that's just because I've had good experience with this truck. But obviously, you can see a lot of similarities with them. They liked green, obviously, 97, and they liked chrome. So a lot of similarities around the exterior of the trucks, but we're just going to, play around, do some walk-arounds. Obviously, modified, mostly stock. Very, very big difference. It's crazy the sizes of trucks, mainly compared to new trucks, because this was a full-size, F-150, it's very small compared to a modern F-150. And then that, which was a small truck, it's a total mini truck now. I mean, it is just absolutely tiny by today's standard. Both absolutely amazing and kind of total opposite spectrums, because the 10th gen is a very round body truck, and then the hard body is a very, very angular truck. So it's kind of cool, the different styles. I mean, Nissan pickups have always been that more angled look, as far as like the Frontiers, the Titans. But that is definitely the case here with a hard body. A lot of straight edges. It's so cool having these two trucks together. Can't even imagine these being on the lot in 97. Man, it had to have been cool to be able to drive back then and just remember, even like Chomper over there, which is totally not part of this video, but my 06 Sierra, I just can't even imagine going to a dealership and being like, yo, I'd like to test drive one of these. It's just, I don't know, that's just so cool to me. I know it's like, it's the same as test driving a 2022 vehicle, but it's just not, dude. It's just not. There's something different about these old trucks, and thinking about them being brand new. It's so cool to me. Like I said, very similar color. I do think the hard body's a little bit lighter. I don't know. I think Larry, I think that's Pacific Green. I don't know what this one is. You can kind of see the whole vinyl style that they got going with that. Kind of similar. Larry had a pinstripe as well. Oop, got some receipts falling out. But we got the all tan up in here. Yes, it is a 5-speed manual, which is awesome. It's a very, very fun truck. Got the little fold down back, which is absolutely hilarious. I mean, you had to have just died when you had a car wreck. I mean, you literally would just slam side to side into the back of the seat and the back glass. Like, there's probably a good reason why those are not in modern vehicles, but it's kind of crazy. I remember my papa, he had a Frontier, and I can remember riding sideways in the back of it. This truck is super clean in my opinion. It's a little dirty. I do daily drive this thing ever since I got it, and yeah, it's been amazing. It has like no power, but other than that, it's just a freaking ripper. It's just so much fun. And Larry, this is a Lariat, so you know, this is, you know, dadgum boy, we had some stuff back in today with this one. It was definitely a baller truck. It's definitely has showing, this truck definitely shows its age a lot more. However, with that being said, this truck has like twice as many miles, 138,000 on the hard body and right under 250,000 on Larry here. So yeah, Larry's been an amazing truck. I'm definitely keeping this one forever. I'd like to keep this one for a long time as well, but you never know with that. But Larry is definitely here to stay. I don't know, when I think about these trucks though, maybe the hard body, not really this truck. This doesn't feel like 97 to me. This feels more modern for some reason. I guess when they come out, 89, 87 is when they came out with this body style technically. So that would make sense. That's why it looks old, right? They rode this same body style versus Larry, which is the very first year. They went from 97 to 2003 with this 10th generation body style. So makes sense. Makes sense. But both, like I said, absolutely amazing. Of course, I'll always pick Larry, but they have, you know, total different spectrums. But it is crazy because this thing right here, as much as I love Larry and it is a downright beast, I bet you that thing could do about anything that this truck does. I've just been blown away with how beefy this little hard body is. I mean, you can put tons of weight. I can put enough weight to bottom it out on the bump stops, and you can't even tell that there's any weight behind it. It just does not care. It's not fast by any standard. You don't really feel yourself accelerating, even though you can watch your speedometer. But dude, it's just an amazing driving little truck that's good on gas and absolutely rips as far as working. And then Lair Bear over here, it does have the 5.4, and aside from a couple cool packs, it has been an amazing truck. Never launched any spark plugs, never had any issues with the engine or trans, knock on wood. I've been looking forward to this video, just, you know, taking a little step back in the past, thinking about these two back on the showroom, brand new. That would be so cool to just go back. I'm gonna look up some videos. Maybe some people actually have some videos of them going and driving. 97, that'd be on a, what, a VHS tape? There wasn't phones. That'd be pretty wild. So anyways, with that being said, hopefully y'all did enjoy. Comment down below, let me know, F-150 or hard body.